That FAA nationwide ground stop, something we haven't seen since 9/11. Taking a live look at LAX right now, flights have resumed, but as KCAL's Cara Finstrom shows us, things are still not back to normal.
LAX now starting to see the snowball effect of all of those delayed flights from other parts of the country. Take a look here. This is the departure board for United, and you can see all of the yellow up there. Those are all delayed flights, and that number grown greatly over the course of the day. Right around 6 o'clock this morning, we got the good news that temporary grounding of all U.S. flights had ended. And at that point, take a look at this. Secretary Pete Buttigieg from the Transportation Department tweeted out that the FAA had determined the safety system affected by an overnight outage had been fully restored. He also said an after-action process would get underway to determine root causes and recommend next steps. Now, Buttigieg, who has been hard on airlines over their staffing and technology over the past year, told CNN this morning that the Transportation Department and Federal Aviation Administration would own responsibility for their failures. The system that actually failed is known as the Notice to Air Mission System. It provides safety information to pilots before they take off. Earlier this morning, administration officials said there was no evidence of any kind of cyber attack here, but that a full investigation would be done. We spoke with one passenger who said her flight to Orlando would be taking off hours later than initially scheduled.
I walked over and looked at all the flights to see, because I was like, oh, I'm curious how many got delayed. And there's only like 4 that are delayed, and of course, mine is one of them. So, so I'm happy there are other people that are, still have their flights on time. So I'll just hang out here for the day, I guess.
And since we spoke with her, that number has just multiplied at about 11 delayed flights on United's departure board at this point. So if you are going to be traveling today from LAX or any Southern California airport, you're definitely going to want to check ahead. Cara Finstrom, KCAL News.
I'm really upset, but what can I do?
The story's the same all across the country. Passengers on a United Airlines flight out of Orlando had to deplane moments before they were set to take off. And this was the scene at JFK this morning. Despite the ground stop being lifted, some passengers say they are still struggling to get to their destinations.
Well, my original flight was supposed to take off at 9:05 going to Miami, and then from Miami to Costa Rica. Well, now we've been delayed 3 times. My girlfriend arrived ahead of me. There are no more flights leaving today that would get us there on time, nor tomorrow, nor Friday. And at the very moment, our flight is set to arrive in Miami after the flight takes off to Costa Rica. So we're kind of stuck.
Now, this is the arrivals area at Chicago's O'Hare Airport this morning. According to FlightAware, overall, there were more than 7,000 flights delayed and more than 1,100 cancellations. Our assignment desk has been tracking how this nationwide ground stop has been affecting air travel across the country. Assignment manager Mark Liu is live at the desk with a look for us. Mark.
Yeah, Amy, a nationwide ground stop is a huge deal. As a matter of fact, we have not seen something like that, as you said, since 9/11. Now, back then, that one lasted 2 entire days. This one today, only about 2 hours, but it still caused problems all over the nation. I want to take you out to a live look at LAX. Now, I called LAX and talked to an operations supervisor there. They had some good news for me. They said this airport is now operating normally. The ground stop is lifted. Planes are taking off. But they said, quote, we are waiting for the delays to hit us, and they are coming this way. I want to take you out to my computer screen and show you what I'm talking about. This is FlightAware's traffic delay map. Now, this has changed a lot over the course of the morning. You see a lot of different colors on this map. Here on the eastern portion of the United States, you see some red, you see some yellow, you see some green. These are all levels of delays. Earlier this morning, it was all red. Every single airport east of the Mississippi was red. That was indicating that there were delays of an hour or more. Now they're turning yellow. I'm actually seeing Memphis in the green. I'm seeing Philadelphia in the green. That's good. But moving west, the airports on the west coast that were green are turning yellow, and I'm starting to see delays in places like Las Vegas, Phoenix, San Diego, and of course, LAX. Taking a look at their departures flight list here, I do see some red on the side here. We're seeing delays on page 1, and we're seeing delays on page 3 and on page 4, which means that planes are starting to, stack up. These delays, they started on the East Coast and moved west. It's a ripple effect across the nation. So basically, any traveler anywhere in the United States should expect long delays. Thankfully, this ground stop is over. but the effects continue throughout the evening. That is the very latest here from the desk. Amy, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mark. Of course, we'll stay on top of this one.